Welcome back, everybody. So, something new to start off with. It's my first reaction this week. So this is a suggestion from a subscriber of mine who's been asking me to do this for a while, and I said that my first reaction this week was going to be this track. Now, this says British Sea Power Something Wicked, but the suggestion was Sea Power Something Wicked, so I'm guessing it's the same thing. Now, here's the interesting bit. I don't think I've ever heard of this band in any way, shape or form. Okay, I'm going into this completely blind. I don't know what to expect in any way, shape or form. I don't know if I'm even going to like the track, but I always get quite excited when somebody suggests something completely new because I generally don't know what to expect in any way, shape or form. And that's the beauty and what I enjoy about reactions. I don't know if I'm going to like this track, and I don't know if I like it, if you know what I'm trying to say. I don't know if I'm going to like it, and I don't know if I'm going to dislike it. I don't know. Until I've heard it, I won't know. But yeah, I get quite excited. So, on that note, let's give this a listen to.
With love for foliage and ends in camouflage, and something wicked this way comes. I'm not waiting for you. I'm not waiting for you. I'm not waiting for you.
Is that it? Okay. Ooh. It's an interesting one. I think I need to stop recording and listen to that track just one more time before I go into anything else of this video. I just need to listen to it again. Right, so I have just finished listening to that one again, and I can honestly say I actually generally did enjoy this track. I wouldn't say it's something that I'm gonna repeatedly listen to, but it's one of those songs. So say if it comes on, goes yes, I know the song, I'll listen to that. But it's not something that I would repeatedly listen to. I generally, it was just a really odd one because I didn't have a lyric video and anything like that, so I was listening intently to the lyrics. And I could only hear some lyrics, so after I listened to that song, I did look at the lyrics. And I am still trying to make up my own interpretation of what this song actually could be, which is proving to be a little bit difficult, I'm not going to lie. But from the lyrics that I read and the lyrics that I heard in the song, there are just certain lines and all that kind of stuff, and there's certain words that are used. So to me, this is my own personal opinion. My own personal opinion. It is kind of like the countryside, nature, wildlife, countryside areas, which are gradually overtaken by construction, maybe something along those lines. Something when it says something wicked in my head, and you have to understand this is my own interpretation of this. Is that, and I'm sure they have put. I'm sure there is another meaning to this, but to me, this suggests that it's about somebody who likes nature, somebody who likes the countryside and all that kind of stuff. Especially now these days and all that kind of stuff. Towns, cities. Even villages are starting to expand, they're starting to build, and it's kind of taking over the countryside a little bit and it spoils it. So that's something wicked would be something like diggers and stuff like that moving in to then basically take up the natural beauty of the countryside to a degree, like being taken over by concrete, brick, steel and all that kind of stuff. Whenever there's building, especially in the countryside, especially where I live, it doesn't have a huge. When I say it doesn't have a huge impact, it does have an impact, but it's not massive because there is so much countryside around here. But where they're trying to build so much, it sometimes feels like they're running out of countryside, but we're not. But it's just that's what I kind of get. And I'm explaining this really, really badly, I have to be honest, because this one's actually stumped me a little bit, but I think it refers to somebody who likes the countryside or is living in a certain part of the countryside, and this countryside that they're living in is up for development, and they're starting to develop, and there's gradually getting closer and closer and closer, hence the line, so far away, it's like, well, I don't really want to be around this, so I'm just going to move even further away, and that kind of scenario, that's what I get from it. Okay, this is what my own personal opinion was. It did stump me because the lyrics were kind of really, really interesting. And I'm sure there's other meanings to this, or that I'm sure people have their own interpretation of this song. But that's what I could kind of get from the lyrics that I could hear in the song, and the lyrics that I read after I listened to this song. I should have got a lyric video for that, but as a whole, the music I actually kind of enjoyed because it kind of had like a British summer. Well, I'm not saying British, but like this kind of summery kind of tone to it, with a '60s tone to it, kind of joined together and mashed together, which actually kind of worked really, really well. I enjoyed the singing as well. It's kind of soft to a degree, I'm stumped with it. This one's actually got me. I'm actually quite impressed. Usually I can make up an interpretation by the end of the song when listening to it, but this one actually got me, I'll be honest. But yeah, it's not a song that I would consistently, repeatedly listen to, but if it was on the radio or if it come up, then yeah, I would actually happily listen to it. I liked it. I did like it. Let me put it like that. I didn't dislike it. I actually liked it. It's just not one of those that I would consistently listen to. Still a good suggestion though. Got my brain thinking, which is always good. Get that little ticker in there, well, that thing in there working, it is always good. So, on that note, I hope everybody has a great rest of the day, whatever you're doing. Please take care and goodbye.